Okay, I'm gonna close the comment section. I don't feel like being distracted and asking any questions. There are people who are stupid to be loitering in the hurricane. It happened here in Houston. A lot of people forget that there was an African American man in Houston who was an ex-cop, who was a private citizen, who was stopping the people loitering. I think on Hempstead area. I'm not sure. I don't know Hempstead, which is a ratchet area. Homestead, not Hempstead. Homestead, excuse me. Homestead area. That's what that light skinned stud would fry that chicken and and prepare the chicken on the Popeyes there. Yeah, on the floor. Okay. Well, they show you that part because people knew that there'll be some ignorant folks who happen to be African American, who the young crowd who don't know nothing, who choose not to know because they was brainwashed. I'll talk about that later on. They knew to get them. Now, folks did not know that, and I mentioned on my other video that on the east side where I'm originally from, on East Freeway, I'm glad I got away from the east side in 2012, okay? On the east side, that Fiesta was being loaded, and I remember a Hispanic one who's Mexican, I'm from Central America, I said, girl, excuse me, it's a few non-Mexican Hispanic people there, okay, in that area. Unless you're talking about the southwest side, yeah, I can understand Salvadorans, but mostly the east side is always has been black identified, different shades and heritage colors, and mixed with different with Creole and non-Creole, and mixed with other things as well. White people, especially those who are redneck, no offense, and Mexican people. Well, Hispanic people are mostly Mexican because not every Hispanic is Mexican. And yeah, there might be a significant number of non-Mexican Hispanic people there, but for the East Side and being there it always has been mostly Latino of Mexican origin. Chicano, Mexicano. There are other Latinos who are not of Mexican descent. One thing I noticed, I went to Insta.com and found out one of my ancestors was a Real. Okay, so that makes me poor Hispanic too. The Spanish Creole, say besides the French. But at the same time, that's still most the East Side. It always never like the East Side because it's like redneck type. I'm serious. It is. It's not just the white people there. The minorities buy into it 10 times worse. What are you talking about race all the time? You already guessed it. I guess if I was in a mono Southwest, racism is all over Houston, but it's like more diverse and more culturally upset in the Southwest area. Back in the day, it's changed a little bit, but on the east side has always been closed-minded. I don't know what it is, but the reason why I'm bringing this up because now the Hurricane Irma is in Florida, and in Fort Lauderdale, they were showing some people African American stealing and loitering, and I'm seeing racists coming from Asians, whites, and Latinos. And yes, I'm on Facebook bashing the Latino ones because, excuse me, you're part black too. And not alone that, like my Chicano guy from LA, who's not racist, has said, excuse me, he cannot be a hypocrite because on Spanish channel they're showing Latinos loitering and loitering in these hurricanes, and it's kind of stupid. That it is stupid. And I make sure this without that Afro Latino DNA in you, you would not exist besides Spanish Indian. So when you're hating on African American people, we're mixed with white and Indian too, but you're also hating on yourself. And the same thing is the DACA situation going on is weird that Trump, if you don't have your, and I'm not saying every Latino is an alien. Remember, I'm in the Southwest. This used to be Mexico, okay? It was for white racist people stealing for slave labor land. Okay, that's what This would not happen. That's why I mentioned y'all have black DNA in Mexico because Vicente Guerrero, the second president of Mexico, banned slavery, and he was Afro mestizo. And African descended people can go across the Rio Grande in order to be free here. And it was white people like Sam Houston, Lamar, and what's the one they tried to blow up, which I didn't mind, Colonel Dow and all those white racist people, and Crockett, David Crockett, in Austin, the names you name here in Houston, you go anywhere in Houston, these names are named after these people. The cities, okay, they was trying to make this a slave state. They stole your country, not African American people. White Anglos did. It is stupid to try to buy into it. And yes, I know African American people. That's why I bash them too. I'm get tired of hearing, well, all the Mexicans, excuse me, not all Mexicans and other Hispanics on Facebook doing this. It's a certain number of people. You know what I'm saying? It's not the whole damn community on here, okay? From the child to, y'all act like y'all God. One thing I hate about racist people, they act like that God just died. And they know a person's heart and soul, and they know what's unseen in the seen. When you don't know what's unseen and seen, only God does. Okay? Because while the media as a human object is showing one part, as the other part of the world they're not showing. So it's like that reporting, you idiots. Okay? So the point is that you have people saying all black people. Now, yes, I identify as multiracial because that's my background, okay? But I'm also included in the black race, and yes, I look more black, but not pure black. But I'm not gonna sit here and coon and not speak about this, because during Hurricane Harvey, before you start to generalize, even though I do have a drop of Spanish in me, okay? Before you start to generalize, I never, as an individual with black American DNA, have never lowered, rioted, stole something, came out there during hurricanes. Okay? So before you start making that slanderous argument, you need to look at people as individuals. That's like me saying all white men are part of the Ku Klux Klan. That's like me saying all Hispanics are drug dealers, or cholos, or cartel dealers. When they're not. It's very racist. Okay, same thing with African Americans and all Hispanics. You can't say that either, my people of African Americans. Shut up too. Both y'all, you know different. That's why I hate the idea, minorities can't be racist. Yes, you can. You're participating in that bullshit with the people with power. But since Trump is president, and no, I did not vote for Trump, I'm actually happy he is in office. Because when we're minorities, whether they're African American or Hispanic, get an ass whooping from white people, because them little ghetto bio guns are machine, whatever you're trying to use against to fight, it's not going to help. That DACA, y'all talking about the wall being built? Okay, when the wall be built, those who are bashing Hispanics, African Americans ain't gonna be nowhere to get out when the white folks get you, and along with Hispanics who's still in his country. Okay, so either way, wall built up and you're bashing African American people does not make any sense. Because in continuation, you're going to have the same coons and same portrait coons who are talking about black and brown races doing this shit are going to be picking cotton and strawberries together. And I actually hope that happens to humble your motherfucking dumb ass. And while these racist people are talking shit, that's the reason why I said I would not fucking donate to Houston. It doesn't make any sense. It was funny, a year ago when I talked about the Jose Flores murder, I did say I hope a hurricane or ISIS to do something to Houston. And guess what? It happened. I had no control of that. But you're still added on to racism. You had Jan Jackson come over here to donate, and y'all bashing her. Just like Kaya, y'all don't deserve shit. You know? Y'all some ignorant motherfucking people. And before you say anything, I am never doing Hurricane Harvey. I stayed my ass in this motherfucking house. When it stopped raining or when it rained sprinkle, I went to the store and used my debit card to buy my shit. Ain't no way in hell I came out there laundering and starting things. Okay? Loading and acting a fool. I know that it's stupid and wrong. I ain't perfect. I curse in this channel, but there's certain sins I do not do. And that's one of it is loader and steal and rob and do all that thuggery. And actually, let me bring up about stereotypes. Half of the people that making the comments have Coco black friends that act this shit. But intelligent ones like myself, y'all don't want to fuck with because we don't buy into your stupid stereotypes. Y'all had some of y'all even sleep with people like that. I see y'all come in the hood, engaging with people. When y'all see someone like me, oh, y'all get away from me. I'm trying to be white. Actually, I do have white in me. That's why I don't look black as the hat on my head. Excuse me. It don't make any sense. You know, all the mix with Native American too. Before you talking about go back to Africa, no, I don't believe in that idea that they could have happened, that the countries got together and there was Africans here first. But no, I'm talking about Mongoloid people who came out of Asia. That is true that we are mixed with that, because when the slave masters were doing all that brutal stuff, a lot of slaves went to Native American communities and mixed. Though DNA tests do not give an accurate result. Y'all know that when it came to Jessica Alba, they said she had no black DNA, the first DNA, and then the second one when she was on PBS, it revealed. So don't make that damn argument with me. You know that DNA tests have limited results. That's why you go to DNA companies, they have different results. It's not always accurate. Idiots. Go to a certain number of generations, not to Adam and Eve. That's the difference why when I spend a damn dollar on that shit. I am mixed with black and white and Native American with Hispanic origin. Don't you fucking use one drop rule and go to a Garvey book or a Elijah Muhammad book to try to attack me with that bullshit. And the reason why these motherfucking people acting like thugs, because y'all asses back in the 60s after integration was accepted, went to African American people who are racist like your ass and told us who are integrations not to integrate. And told us not to be our own person. Told us to be collectively stereotyped. That's why I don't follow that bullshit. Because half the motherfuckers that's loitering right now, if they had a mindset like mine, not to brag, they would not be doing this shit. That's why I say fuck collectivism. It is against freedom. It's no different than slavery. It's about a group leader telling a group what to do based on his or her needs, not on the other person. That's why. But I never came out and stole something. Because what if, God forbid, someone stupid like that can get into a hurricane and destroy their asses? It's not worth to go steal some materialistic things over a hurricane. That's stupid. What you gonna do with it? What if the whole place is flooded? How you gonna steal a car? How you gonna steal hair weave or shoes? Actually, the shoes get ruined. And I don't wear Jordans. Actually, the Jordans that was given to me was my homegirl. Her ex-husband, she gave me his shoes. One thing my grandparents, the last expensive shoes that I bought from them, actually they bought it from me, was the Nike pump, air pump shoes. Not Nike, it was the Reeboks. And it was in 1991. And my grandmother told me it was $9, I'm not buying any shoes like that ever again. So you don't see me at the mall trying to get some Jordans. Yes, I wear flip-flops without socks. I don't have ugly feet, okay? Yes, I wear loafers. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I wear casual shoes. I'm more like a GQ pretty boy type person. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that, I'm not an athletic person. And yes, I do wear tennis shoes when it's cold or whatever for work or something is required, or when I'm going to go work out whenever I pay Fitness Connection, okay? When I get my money straight, okay? But the truth of the matter is, I don't go out and steal Jordans and shoes. If actually the loafers and the type of shoes I bought, the slip-on shoes that I bought was out of my own money. So I don't steal a damn thing from the store. That's why I talk bad about the suburb store on the southeast side with the Nigerian motherfuckers. And I'm not being anti-Nigerian. I could be Nigerian down in the family tree, do the slave trade, because you never know who was who when they mixed the slaves from different parts of Africa and brought them over here. But when them people come here and mistreat me in my country, I will talk down about them, because they talk to me in the kind of way when they want to bitch them on about coming together, but they want to talk shit about us. Anybody who teaches me like shit does not deserve my unity of any color. Okay? I do my own family that way. I did one when I was at a job for a dude that was part Hispanic, part white. There was a homie, he stabbed me in the back. And he tried to be friend. I stabbed him in the back by not speaking back to him and gave him an ugly attitude. At a job that I was working, I want to go detail that. And he know, yeah, and I'm about to go ugly with him. I ain't gonna help him out his whole career either. I'm supposed to help him out and hell to know. When you stab me in the motherfucking back, I'm not gonna sit here and help your ass no matter what color you are, even you on my own dad or mom. Cause I don't play that bullshit. Oh, forgive, so you can do it again. I don't want to repeat that factor of that. Y'all can shit on and live that type of shit lifestyle of people doing you wrong. But when it comes to me, I make sure I don't go through that situation and I avoid that situation until I get ugly. I don't like to get mistreated by anybody. That's why I'm not with that unity bullshit. Unless I see people actually treat me respect and respect my bubble by letting me do my own fucking thing, then I come together. Then all that. But when you go against me and try to manipulate me, mistreat me, and try to deny my rights and all that, I don't play that bullshit. Yeah. Let me charge his phone. Here we go. Okay. But the truth of the matter is, there's no way in hell that you're going to stereotype a whole race of people because of few individuals and have y'all fuck with individuals who are thugs and hood rats. Happen to be one drive by black blood. Of American descent, should I say, because half y'all, like the majority of Latinos, have black in them. You shitting on your Afro-Latino ancestors back in colonial period time, or your Latin American, especially here in Mexico, from Texas, who had mixed with a Spaniard and Native, and all of your ass to be here. And before, so you're shitting on your motherfucking self about how you don't look black. It's in your fucking DNA, so you're here. Just if I was shitting on white people, I'd be shitting on myself because it's part of my DNA too. Part in Native American and also Hispanic, because Spanish Creole is also in my roots too. So don't play that bullshit with me. And one thing, anybody knows me, if I had to be a racist, I had to hate everybody, because everybody, people of all races done me wrong, including those in my own family. Okay? Including my own parents. That's why I don't go see them. I don't care about who they are to me. I don't want to live in turmoil. Y'all live that bullshit. Leave it in your life. Leave it out of mine. I don't give a damn about back then. Fuck that shit. I don't want to go through that the next day of that. I don't believe that. I'm not going to believe in regards who gets butthurt about it. Y'all want to mistreat people? Then keep me out. Keep my name out of. Keep my life out of it. But the truth of the matter is, if I had to be racist, I had to hate everybody on this fucking earth, because everybody done me wrong. Dark skin, light skin, hair, street curly, ever, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not pure black. Hispanics, white, Asian, name it. I had everybody done me wrong. So if I had to hate people, I had to hate the whole fucking planet. Okay? I have a lot of enemies of all colors. That's why I don't have no love for anybody. I know you're supposed to in God's sense, but I don't. And once a person stabbed me in the back, that's it. We not being friends. We might, you know what I'm saying, in trying to learn how to forget in a doormat situation, because I've been taught that doormat false version. You can forgive someone without trusting them, and I do believe in that. But other than that, I'm not going to sit here engage and react with someone who's going to put harm in my life and think ain't nothing of it because they went through that bullshit on their own selfish ass. They can go through that bullshit alone. Leave me out of it. The truth of the matter is, it got nothing to do with me about the motherfucking thugs that y'all contribute to. Me and y'all buy gangster rap. Look at movies and videos that glorify that type of attitude. And when a person like me don't act like that, you treat me like I'm some damn alien out of space, because you used to hang around with stereotypical jigaboos and pickaninnies. And not all of us African people know how dark or light we are. All these type of jigaboo, pickaninny, stepper ass motherfuckers that y'all fuck with, have sex with too. I heard lots of y'all. I don't understand how the hell do dope with, sell dope with. And y'all put them on the media screen. When I bashing Kodak Black and Jerry Minks, it's because of that bullshit. Here I am, a struggling artist who's singing both in Spanish and English. Y'all thumb down in mine, throw me out for a video. But if I was out here saying bitch and nigga, motherfucking nigga, this and that, y'all up here and thumbs up that damn video. Because you like to see anti-black stereotypes to dehumanize us. But when a person talks intelligent, try to act intelligent, is African descent, you want to ignore it and tell them they're not being who they are. How stupid you can be. So those thugs and Fort Lauderdale, whatever it's called, they doing what you want them to do. Y'all love those people. You get them more attention. You say this is their definition of how to be black when it's not. You gravitate that. You want someone like me to emulate that shit. And I say, no, oh, you must hate yourself. No, what the fuck, I don't hate myself. I know how historical stereotypes are and how I hurt people. I know my history. Unlike them dumbasses, they sit there and let their friends determine people they so-called love them, determine them. I don't live that bullshit. That's why I have a different, unique attitude. And different, unique person. And y'all don't appreciate that shit. How many comments I call out my name because I don't act a certain damn way. And I make rant videos, y'all thumb them down, but y'all got butt hurt because I'm telling the motherfucking damn truth. There's no way in hell that I would go out and lewd and make and take stuff and all that other crap. And before any Latino come here, you need to address that motherfucking issue down here in Houston at that doggone East Freeway by Federal Road Fiesta store where you had Latinos stealing shit. Because at the end of the day, it's Trump who don't care about any black or Latino person. That's why I'm happy he's fucking president right now to teach both communities how to fucking be humble. Dumbass minorities always talk about they not racist because they was hurt back in the day. But motherfuckers, you out here calling folks niggas and wetbacks every fucking day. That's why your argument is irrelevant. And I have to give my white brothers and sisters, I got one drop white blood in me, credit when they say that shit. You know different than the KKK. All y'all motherfuckers who calling folks niggas and mayate and wetbacks and spicks who are African American or Hispanic are no different than them fuckers that was at doggone Charlottesville. You know different than Trump. You learn that behavior from a white racist person, but you bitch and moan, try to kick white people when they had the black and brown people in California kicking the Klan out. Oh, motherfucking please. Y'all act like the motherfucker killing each other over some white racist man dope. That's why I say go ahead and use that gentrification bitch asses on the motherfuckers and let them know how to feel humble. Cause none of your asses ain't 100% white. Y'all sit here, I hope they put a sign say no black or Hispanic around. Since you want to make America great by your racist behavior. And before any white person come here, let me tell you motherfucker something. Add something. The reason y'all defending Colin Falter. The only Colin I'm going to defend is Colin Kaepernick, not Colin Falter. Yes, I bash that old motherfucking ass. He no different than Hitler, taking racist stereotypes and using it as a propaganda to further his hatred in the media. And he using it on YouTube. He should be taken down like dark-skinned Thomas, something like yours. That motherfucker, y'all come and bash me about that situation. Let me tell you something. I don't fit that stereotype. My record is clean. I am 38 years old. I know damn well not to be a slave to a private prison on complex. But y'all bitching on about me not acting stereotypically black. Y'all know different than minstrel shows. But we're going to take it one step right there. It wasn't that long ago. In 1990, there was a secret meeting with record execs and private prison owners who are racist. They had a meeting that a white man from Europe does not want to show his face, who's not racist, who's working in the rock industry. He was invited. These music execs, and I would not be shocked that Interscope, which I would never work for. They don't want proper propaganda Death Row Records and use old Coon Suge Knight involved. High Yellow Coon. Point is, when Interscope and all other records, they was trying to use a minstrel show technique. You know, they was promoting gangster rap, and I would think Jerry Heller was involved too. That white racist slave master. Now I don't care if he is Jewish. Slave master can be any race, any religion, or he can be an atheist. Don't matter, Christian, Jew, whatever, atheist, whatever. That slave master who exploited NWA. I bet you he was at that meeting. There was a meeting to cause a racist propaganda to market gangster rap. Because back in the day, rap was not like it is today. Okay? And they promoted gangster rap. That's why that you saw brothers, African-American brothers and sisters and Latinos being in gangs. Here in the 80s, they were singing Just Say No with Nancy Reagan message, and she a crook too because her husband bought the cocaine in the areas, in black areas, in Hispanic areas. Let's be real with that bullshit. When they had Reaganomics and a lot of small business, remember the movie Selena mentioned that, and I already knew about it before Selena movie came out, but that's what happened. Many minorities had to go on welfare back in the 80s. The jobs in the 70s that they had, and it was partying, and like Studio 54 was not there anymore in the 70s. And that's when the crack cocaine came in, and many minorities, why I was talking about Hispanics talking shit. I'm not saying all Hispanics, but y'all was getting stereotyped every time Colombian, Mexican, whatever, any African American about white race people telling that shit. I remember hearing that. So y'all can't say all Hispanics because I seen white folks doing Hispanic, black. I mean, everybody involved in drug cane, but the Hispanic community got, especially when they had that mess in Matamoros, Mexico, with the Cura, the last thing the white dude in Cura with that coat when a Cuban American was involved in that shit, being a godfather, and they killed him and murdered him, and they a satanic sacrifice and shit doing a Baba Yahweh and Santa Muerte and Santeria. Don't get that straight. I don't forget that back in '89. Now with the Bay, I said not all Mexicans like that. So let's get that straight. So go back to what I said. To you white folks, you contributed, who are racist, you contributed because in the gangster rap situation came in, they propagated it in the 90s. They glorified it in the media. You had corporate taking Snoop Dogg all in places, and Dr. Dre and everybody, and promotes when Tupac joined that death sentence to Death Row Records. Y'all promote me. I got a bunch of Tupac records right now. So don't sit here and talk shit about brothers being thugs, because every time when I was in El Paso, a Latino didn't want me. Not all, but many don't want them thug brothers. If they want to go, and it was funny because some of them was dating thug Latino Cholo ones in El Paso, which makes sense. Why some sisters and Latinos, don't do me still said some, go after bad black and Hispanic. I don't understand that shit. I don't understand it, but if you're a hood rat, black or brown, white, whatever, you track that trash, they'll call it like it is. Yeah. Women of color, white women too, but women of color, brown, black, whatever, stop being hood rats. Same thing with brothers, stop being, and Latinos, stop being thugs and cholos. They want to put both people in the private prison complex while they were marking that shit. That's why you had to be Vida Loca and Blood in, Blood out and all that and mid-society bullshit going on. I don't forget that. And I remember the dudes, the Latino dudes and the brothers I was in school with, they was not thugs in the 80s in cholos, but they became it when they saw themselves on TV acting that way. That's what they used to put more minorities in the prison complex, because the 13th Amendment did not get rid of slavery except for punishment of a criminal act. So before your white people, racist people come in and start bashing me by calling falter, won't you tell that bastard to expose the people at that meeting? Won't you tell that bastard to expose anybody, every record executive that was involved, everybody was involved in secret meeting back in 1990 that they threatened people with guns, acting thuggish with. Because if it wasn't for that bullshit, you wouldn't see them looters acting that way. It took 20-something years for that situation to happen. And that's why that white man came out without him showing his face in Europe and exposed all that shit. Having folks mention that you got the Illuminati people, which I don't believe that Illuminati stuff, bringing that stuff in as an argument. And it's very true. I want to work for Rockstar Games because I did Crave Kids. Crave Kids was sponsoring for Job Corps, and Crave Kids was helping us students to learn about graphic design. So Craig Kids, the owner, which I don't like, the man that was the white Hispanic dude. He looked white. I don't like him because me and him got in bump heads. His wife is not cool. Last time I met, and I'm gonna bring that drama in. But don't anybody to disrespect me. Trust me, I will put you on blast because I don't want to experience that. I don't care about your life. You experience that. Keep that drama in your damn life. Don't put it in mine. Okay. When I was learning graphic design with Photoshop Illustrator, I was trying to work because I remember like in Vice City and San Andreas. At least I was playing video games that's not real, okay? So I was being a gangster in the movies, okay? I was like the Def Jam wrestling thing in Halo, because my friends in Job Corps play Halo. I didn't have an Xbox or a PlayStation 2, but I used to hang with certain people, associates, and usually some friends. I said, well, you know what? Since I like these games, when we to put an application with Rockstar, actually I did, and they never responded back. It was a resume along with the stuff that I did for graphic design and Create Kids while I was in Job Corps. And I'll never forget, next couple of years, I started finding that Rockstar do contribute to the private prison complex. It's a YouTube video to feel that. They also get their ideas from the prisons, the prison culture, and promote it. See, the thugs, the people sagging their pants, they getting it from the prison culture. When I was coming in the 80s, you didn't sag your pants. Yes, LA and New York, but in Houston, we was different. We actually made fun of people in those situations, those who were middle class, and I'm guilty of it now. I'm living in projects. Silly. Okay? And I'll never forget that in the 90s, we stopped at school, and I ain't sag. I wore baggy pants too, and I got baggy pants here, but I don't sag my pants. My belt was always on my waist. And I remember my grandmother and grandfather, we don't get along, but I had to agree with them. They taught me never to sag my pants. They were not gonna have that shit. Every time they saw an African American person, descendant person, or Hispanic person, the stereotype, they was behind in the car bashing them. Okay, back in the 90s. And I don't understand how people who've been stereotyped too, who are Latino, who got black DNA, you're not 100% white, no matter how they categorize you. You're what they put on paper, which you're legalized to check who you want on you now. Okay? But when they put white, they was trying to make you American citizens in the Treaty of Guadalupe, Hidalgo bill. And also a lot of Latinos got hurt in this situation. And they was trying to do it with Jennifer Lopez playing Maria. She's Puerto Rican. She played Maria, who's Mexican, on the movie Me for Media. She got kicked out. She was a United States citizen in California. Remember that movie? Even though it's a fictitious movie, it had historical facts in there. A lot of Mexican Americans and other Latinos got kicked out. And you know your history before you talk about lynching somebody. They used to lynch Mexican men on the border back in the day. A lot of folks don't know history. When I was in El Paso, Texas, and I went to talk about Black history, blacks in Mexico, and I came there late. I never forget the light skin, like a white man who does African American stories at UTEP. Then a Hispanic man, he's Mexican American, has long curly hair and a ponytail, and he even mentioned he's Afro Mestizo, and so we're both related. When I went to 2006 doing Black History Month, I'll never forget. It was a black and brown people African American. We're not pure black and Hispanic folks in there. And it was he was part black for real. And the Hispanic, yeah, he was. He was the second president of Mexico. I did not know that. I knew that. And I'll never forget when he showed us at the end of the presentation about how Mexican Americans were treated. Now it's funny. I didn't go to went to his Hispanic school. Of course, my school in the 80s were mostly white, but late 80s, a lot of the white flight came and a lot of Latinos moved in. And I was never taught this history. See, before you know those Spanish folks who back taking sides with white people, you have an amnesia of your damn history. And yes, I am part Hispanic, but not on this side of the border from Louisiana. I'm from here, but roots from Louisiana made me part Hispanic, okay? Because I have Real in the family tree. That's a Spanish last name. So what happened is when Latinos, who mostly Mexicans, sit across the border because they said family whites, do Jim Crow when you were less as white. What they did to you was they would exterminate, when they would actually put disinfectants on you, take strip your clothes off, sometimes they put bleach on you because they thought you was dirty, had lice in there. That's what the border patrol used to do. And one of the white segregation said that if you came in my house, you had to be clean. That's what they was telling you when you come back to Texas. Imagine having disinfectant. There's this chemical on your body, on your that was worse. And spraying it on your hair, talking you had lice in your hair. You don't know your damn fucking history. The Ku Klux Klan used to lynch Mexican American men here in Texas. Also, too, let's get this straight. The Baceros, the Texas Rangers, one thing that Brian and Cena, who abused Sandra Bland, need to know his high yellow Afro mestizo ass. And I'm also Afro mestizo, which is meaning African Spanish, and me too, native as well. Okay, besides French, English, Irish. He needs to know his damn history as a Texas Ranger because they used to bash and mistreat Mexican Americans. They used to beat on them, do all that horrific stuff. You don't know your history before you talk a lot of shit about African Americans. You didn't take a history lesson on your history. And before you start bashing my African American people, and as a person with one drop of Spanish in me, I'm going to say this. Bash the pimps who prostitute the illegal immigrants here as human trafficking, prostitute them, beat them, mistreat them, treat them 10 times worse. Then you got white people involved in human trafficking and treat Mexican women and other Latino women who are not even here. I mean, not even Mexican, excuse me, who are not even from here, like shit. Who abused them, and they're afraid to go tell the police because they might get deported. Okay? What about the white people you want to work for, who are, if you're not legal, who pay you less than $1, even close to it, you still getting exploited? That's slavery. It's not a just wage. Okay? What about the ones in your community who causing drug wars and gang wars in the community? When I was in El Paso, it was brown versus brown. They were thugging. You had cartels. If you sold dope, you get caught by the police, you get killed once you get bailed out. What about that? Talk about those things before you start talking about my African American people thugging. Because one thing you want to talk shit, and yes, I know there are people who are coons in our community who talk shit about Latinos, and y'all know African American, we cannot talk about nobody because we're stereotyped 24/7, just like Latinos who act like some of these people on the comment section acting a damn ass fool like they don't happen to them. That's why this whole DACA situation is happening. Because if you were fully white, they wouldn't mind your ass being here if you're not legalized. Okay? Ain't nobody full-blown white to come talk about anybody in both black and brown communities. Oh, but when Trump came president, y'all want to come together and sing Kumbaya and then later on sing fuck Donald Trump. This is the stupidest thing in the world. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. But that's okay. It's so cool. Because as the ball gets built, the people who still here that's of color, and when it gets to be a racial issue, and it's mostly white, like you saw it happen in Charlottesville, it's going to be them that you're trying to defend. You're them against your asses. And you're going to be outnumbered, and you don't have no, if you do be outnumbered, if you do outnumber the white people, 9 out of 10 they got machinery 10 times worse than when you got your little ghetto barrio guns. And I'm talking about both African American and Hispanic community. Instead of worrying about gentrification, which I'm glad is happening, because while y'all fighting each other, calling each other niggas and wetbacks, and spicks and monkeys and chungles and all this other crap, Guess what? White people trying to figure out how to get your damn house. White people trying to figure out white who racist people trying to get rid of in property taxes, trying to raise that shit up so your ass will not be living in that ghetto or the barrio where you living at. Along with your Section 8 and public housing going away. So it is worth it to bash each other. Okay? And act like you're a full-blown whites when you're not. Then to worry about white race people you're trying to act like, trying to get rid of your housing, your food. And like I said, those who are making all this racial shit up, Hurricane Irma hit y'all in Florida, no dollars from me. It's the same thing about those here in Houston. Same thing that bash Kaya who were bashing Jan Jackson. No dollars from me either. Y'all so ungrateful bitch. I'm sorry. I do what's best. A tit for tat. You don't give me nothing, give you nothing. Now, if you're innocent to things, yeah, I might give you something because you didn't do that as an individual. But it's sad that a non-racist person has to come here and act a damn fool about this bullshit. And you wonder I talk about race all the time. Look what I'm looking at. Because I don't want to be around anybody with that mentality. You know, man. And even those who are African American who are racist. If you're racist on my channel, please unsubscribe. We can't. No, I don't give a damn. If you hate white people and you got white in you, stupid thing. Latino, neighbor, anybody, Asian, please unsubscribe from my motherfucking channel. Because I don't like racist people of any color on my damn channel. If you come here to spy and what's it called, and to cause troll behavior, please, I will detect that even if you're not doing it. Once I start seeing who's coming and what they're subscribed to and everything, I look at that. Especially subscribers Thomas something you're calling for. I know definitely you 910 are trying to find something about me. I have a watchful eye. I keep my eyes open. One thing about me talking about race is keeping my eyes open. So as an integration, I'm not naive to it. But there's not all African American people loitering and acting a fool. Because I, during Hurricane Harvey, and y'all witness, I stick my ass here. And I went to the corner store and used my debit card to buy my food. Okay? I used my debit card, my motherfucking money from the bank, to buy my shit. How about, and then too, there was also a Latino guy in Houston who was buying all, before y'all talk about Best Buy, my mixed Latino, black, Native American, high yellow brother, Trey from the Ledge of the Know or something like that, channel, he used to be the Truth Show, did a story on this. Shout out to, he from Houston, he lives in Cali now. Even though we had different views, we about the same age. He acts, so he's a joker too. Yeah, he be joking. that how your brother be joking all the time. Anyway, let me get to the story. Okay. There's a camel skin brother with a lot of shade that's not dark chocolate to a higher who much lighter than me from Houston. We both have mixed DNA. Okay. Let me defend my brother. He did a story on a Mexican, not all Latinos are Mexican, but mostly here in Houston they are. Latino guy who was buying all the water that's cheap and selling for $40-some during the hurricane season, that means you're trying to rip people off. A brother bashed him. This brother was not looting. This brother was not doing it. He bashed because this Latino guy that was doing this shit was charging $40 a water. People in need. Y'all not talking about that shit. Okay? So, and like the Latino guy that was on Facebook who's from California, who's not racist, said that he saw on the Spanish channel they were showing Hispanic people loading. See, one thing the media, y'all people folks are so damn stupid. They take selective information they want to promote and use as a propaganda. It's not like a 24-hour everyday camera all over the fucking globe. Do you understand? So that if I and one thing I learned in reading class when I was in school, When I was in school at Poscoman College during the summer semester, even though the one white woman and I didn't get along, she's from Pasadena, I'm not too far from originally from there, okay, from the east side, and me and her were bumping heads, okay, all right, but I passed her class, unfortunately. Back in 2006, she told us that sometimes when you read from journalism, you can tell even while they're not saying it, they don't like certain people. And so it was a badge called and falter. The media does not like minorities. Be honest with you. The media that has back in the day was liberal. Don't get wrong. The true liberal media was back in the 90s. I will let you know that yes, it was. Okay, the politically correct media was back in the 90s. That was my time as a teenager. As when Bush came in, even after Obama, it has went left. Especially what it is, people don't understand. You have folks from remember folks from Fox News. Many of them used to be on media outlets that was major. And then they left Fox News, like um, the woman who do Inside Edition. I think she's on Fox News too. And you have Current Affair. And Inside Edition was what's the man name? Bill O'Reilly. Half of these people had connections with people with mainstream media. So if you got people from mainstream media and they have hire people who are managers who are racist, what they do is take certain stories, promote it as a racial propaganda. It's no different what Hitler did to the Jews. See, one thing that I'm glad that a Latino woman has said and told a Hispanic man who was being pushed like y'all, who were being racist, was telling him that legal is not a noun. See, when legal was used as a noun, it was used to hurt Nazi and Nazi hurt the Jews. That's exactly what it comes from. It was a word to get rid of. And one thing about me, I'm not going to sit here and tell the Latinos who are not racist, who have to be here, whether it be legally or not, to go back to their country. Now, trust me, any racist person, I do believe, should go back to where they come from. Yes, we have the American DNA, but remember, through colonization, if you're from outside the border, you're racist, go back. If you're African American, yes, you're part of the American and white, but you chose to go on one drop rule, so pick an African country to go to, and them Africans don't fucking care about your damn ass. Trust me, don't cry about coming back to the United States. So, Europeans, please take your racist, go back to Europe. This is not part of your damn land. This is North America, not Europe. You want a white land? You got a whole white continent that got money and all that other shit. So please go back there, okay? And I do have Native American roots besides black and white with Hispanic origin. So let's get that motherfucking straight right there. One thing about me, I do studies on my family tree to know who I really am. I don't let the bullshitters who hate me tell me how I am, who I am, excuse me. Now, before I go anything else, I'm getting tired of this bullshit, is that y'all don't understand the media takes ideas from their own racist people, get stories and try to promote it. They take it selectively, meaning that a small portion of it. Does not mean the whole, because that's the case. If you want to find who's loitering, go to all the stores and see all different races doing that. But if you have an issue with African American people, you're going to focus on that issue. Don't y'all get what I'm saying? Then you're going to focus on the Hispanic ones later on. And that's what I tell those who have an amnesia about who they are. The Latinos who are doing this, that's what Rosa Perez was talking about on The View by Robert Yoga. You do have an amnesia of your roots. Yeah, they put white, but you're not treating it. Would not be a DACA, excuse me, and what's the other in the wall building situation going on if you were 100% white. The real reason why white people don't want you here because their population is going down. The Latino population is growing. That means more people of color are going to be here. More Africans coming here. More Asians coming. All the people of color and white people are not going to be the majority to run things. That means everybody be treated equal. Even the population of white Protestant Christians, white Protestant evangelical Christians is going down. At this Trump situation, they show that they're not all that Christian. That's one thing I hate about fundamentalism Protestant and many of y'all Negro, the blooded folks who believe that bullshit. That's why you're in the situation you're in right now. Personal interpretation of the Bible has not had a prophecy. Read the second letter of St. Peter, from the first, the second, and the third chapters. Okay? Truth of the matter is, you Y'all don't understand. You're hurting yourself when you talk bad about black people because it wasn't for all that salsa, wasn't for all that cumbia. Those are African slave music. African Latin slaves. All that dancing, besides the American and Spanish, combine that, it also have like African elements. So you need to know a lot of damn history, take a lot of damn seats before you start talking shit about black people. Okay? Because part of your heritage is black. You are Spanish, white Spanish, black, and American, and you want to run for that. That lets you know you have a lot of self-hatred. Keep using your motherfucking self-hatred against people who look more of your African descendant ancestors. Trust me, white people will let you know you're not one of them. And with this DACA situation, and with this wall been built up, they letting you know right motherfucking now. Despite can you understand that? Y'all over here talking about some bunch of thugs, but half y'all engaged with these motherfuckers. I seen it all through 20 to 30 years of my life. Every time African American person cooning and being thugging and ratchet, you go after that person, try to be their friend. A person like myself, you say, oh, he's not truly black. He don't represent what I'm looking for, what I consider black. That's the whole reason why they give you the entertainment. What it is, when that thuggery hurts your ass, that's when you want to come out with racist attitudes. When they turn against you, see, you use them. I know this too. You use your little slave friends who are savage, like, to harass someone like me who don't buy into that bullshit. You'll try to justify what blackness is by defining that using their asses. But when they use their stereotypical bad behavior against your motherfucking ass, that's when you want to come out with racist attitude. But the whole time you have ignored people who don't emulate that type of behavior. So don't sit here whining. You go after those motherfuckers. Have y'all have babies with the motherfuckers? Y'all don't go after intelligent African people who's trying to get a degree. And y'all see us trying to be successful. You're trying to stop it. Like when I was in El Paso, is motherfuckers trying to use that family origin bullshit. You gonna say we don't get along. There's no way in hell I'm gonna get along with people because we related to. And it's causing drama. It's making me digress and make me stay at the lower part of the economic ladder. Because if I would have been on my own, I not had everything I wanted to be financially successful. But when you're around people who don't want you to be successful and they're trying to use any of, take parts of the Bible or distort it, take things so they can use it as a trick to play with my conscience, that's why I know you're wrong. And that's the whole reason why that I bash folks on this channel. I bash brothers who came bashing me. I don't give a shit with anybody. And one thing about me, I'm very opinionated. And yes, I do talk a lot of bullshit about all my enemies of any color. I got no chill. This so you can know that you can't make that art about me being racist. Y'all know a bunch of how I talk bad about Aunt Mamas, Pochos, Coons, Fiddlers, Rednecks. I got names, tragic mixies. I got names for everybody up here. And I do use them in an insulting manner. White man's niggas who call themselves niggas. I trash them motherfucker ass too. Y'all know I have an ugly mouth about all these enemies. To the point people, why you keep using these type of terms? It has a reason why. So I can differentiate who I'm talking about. If it doesn't apply to you, don't worry about it. At least I ain't say all the people in one ethnic group do the same thing. Even I bash Nigerians who bash us, and I could be Nigerian. Can't make that argument. I'm bigoted because I will not mind admitting that I am part Nigerian. But them Igbo tribe people here, they acting like y'all too. And they want to cry about why we come together. I'm not coming together with anybody who treats me like shit. I don't care if it's your culture, whatever. Leave that at home. Anybody. If I did a culture of being disrespected, I don't play that bullshit. I don't talk to nobody. I don't care if you're trying to teach me right. You can't mix the two together. That's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde mentality. Y'all need to know how to see people as individuals. Stop fucking around being bigots. You're just as racist and stupid and dumb as some people in that fucking video loaded. All y'all race motherfuckers, like I say, you're no different than the motherfucking folks who out there loading and acting a fool. You dumb and stupid like them. I don't care how much motherfucking degrees you got. Please use it if you do. Stop being fucking ignorant. Okay? So you can't speak to me about us lootering. Cause I don't go and loiter and take things and steal things and all that other stuff. I pay my shit. Even though I'm poor, I still work. I'm on Gusman, but I do have a job. I don't work every day. And I do be looking for one. So let me get that straight. Many times I got a bunch of paper in that damn closet of how many jobs that I try to apply for, a bunch, and many to turn me down. Because when you get unemployment, you have to have valid proof, and that's my valid proof. And I still didn't throw that stuff away, even though that stuff was in 2009 and 10 and 11. I still keep track on that. And I want to show proof how many jobs, and my record is motherfucking clean. Many people turn me down before you say that people need a damn job. Tell the folks at the HR department stop throwing folks applications that say Devontae and Shaniqua. Now, my name is not those names, but still, they don't want to contribute to that shit too. Yes, unemployment does cause a scandal in society. And now, I'm not the perfect Catholic Christian. You know the Catechism says that. That's why I talk about social justice on my channel. It's also part of my faith. You know, I'm cursing. I ain't supposed to be doing that shit. So because and use religion, and you can't do it too. But part of my walk is to fight for social justice. And yes, part of the catechism when it talks about the commandments, the 10 commandments. If that was thou shalt not steal part, yeah, it does mention that unemployment is a scandal in society. So those who think who are more Catholic Christian than I am making comments, you need to read that. That's why. But many of the people who work in the HR department and the hiring manager contribute to that shit. You need to attack the companies who doing it. If you work in the HR department, snitch on the motherfucker to the high rank, in the corporation, to CEO or something. Because if they would not stun block people's success, you would not have this shit going on. And I'm sincere about that. So don't sit here and say all of us are loaders. Because I stayed my ass home during the hurricane, and the only time I went somewhere is to the corner store and I used my debit motherfucking card. I ain't never stole a motherfucking thing. I never broke into anything or all that other shit. So you cannot slander my ass about that. That's why I attacked someone like Colin Falter. It caused a lot of slandering bullshit. And none of y'all ain't God to say that everybody act that way. You don't see the unseen in the scene. You're dumb, human ass, motherfucking stupid ass bitches. Male and female of any race. You can't make stereotypes. They're inaccurate. You can find dumb people who buy into it, but it doesn't cover the whole spectrum of people. The whole population of people that represent that particular group. You can't know what goes in their heart and soul. You're not the Lord Almighty. Please sit your human asses down before you start making any statements about that. You can't talk about me and saying that I go and steal, because my motherfucking record is motherfucking at 38 years old. My record is motherfucking clean. I do go to work. Actually, I went to work. Well, it's now Monday, right? Yeah. Well, I went to work Saturday for a training. Okay? Nearby my location. I don't want to tell where I let's stay, but still. Which makes it easier to, yes, I like that. Okay? I went to work and I'm still looking for another motherfucking job for job number 2. And I'm also trying to get this old Freedom Pop shit to activate on my computer so I can have internet in my house and go back to school for my bachelor's for entrepreneurship so I can have my own damn job so I don't have to beg for y'all motherfucking asses for one. So before y'all do anything about any stereotype behavior, you know people as individuals and start looking at people as a whole damn group. That's why I'm not for collectivism. Individualistic behavior is what I'm for. Being an individual, being your own person, that's why and it's funny, I don't get praised for that shit. But y'all go at the ratchet ass behavior and thumbs that up. It's funny that the intelligent videos I talked about has no views or already views, but anything that I got a cuss at a fool that gets more ratings. And but y'all thumb down my coming off floor video, really. If I was talking about we went to make to make love to a real nigga and that can all jigaboo and shit, y'all would love to see that bullshit. But you want to whine about folks perpetrating, and yeah, them motherfuckers are coons who are doing all the load. They perpetrating stereotype, but you don't sit here and praise them when they make a rap album, acting their behavior, emulating, mocking their behavior at home, taking pictures and looking all gangster and shit. Yeah. I mean, I know me, y'all have a bunch of NWA CDs, or someone downloading their phone, some Chronic from Drake and Snoop. I know y'all got a bunch of that in your damn house, especially if you grew up in the 90s like I did. So don't make any comments about it because you contribute to that bullshit. You bought their records, and they gave you a mention show every time. They call themselves niggas. They give you. That's why you want to use the word nigga so bad. Oh, it's so funny. You want to get the permission to use, but you don't even want to make sure you got black DNA. Even if you do, it's still wrong. I got Spanish DNA. Should I go around and call folks way back and speak? Yes, the Spanish roots are from the other side of the border, but it still relates to those outside the border too. I still got connection, something common. It doesn't give me right to go around and call folks way back and speak. Shouldn't give you a run to call somebody a nigga with an ER or with an A. There's a damn argument on how. And we got African. Do y'all put that on paper? Do you check all three races, black, white, and Native American, and then put what a Hispanic origin you belong to? Me, y'all do not do that shit. So shut up. That's all I have to say. Look at people as individuals. Stop making stupid, blanket, rash judgment on the whole group of people. None of y'all are God on this earth. You're a human. And I'm intelligent, and I told you that the fact that the media take selected information and use it as a propaganda, you dumbasses. And I'm gonna cuss y'all motherfucking ass out because I don't love enemies. I don't love racist people, even the ones I say on my channel who are African American. You hate anybody trying to get me to be that way, please unsubscribe. Call me cool. I don't give a fuck because I live for my motherfucking self. Okay? I'm my own damn person. But I don't go out and looter and all that other shit. And half y'all motherfuckers hang with folks who do. Because I've seen it many times. I never forget when I went to Job Corps. The second year, it did for center. They bought them ghetto folks. Light skin, dark skin, one part Mexican and part black too. Yeah, there was people in ghetto too, but the ghetto more got black DNA and nose, they know you can tell they black. Darker than me, my complexion. When they start acting ratchet and ghetto, y'all it was so many trying to be their friend. But when they got some hot shit, you want to start criticizing and act like you were innocent being involved. I've seen that many times. I'm going to call that shit out. Me out over here going to, I bet you when I bashed Kendrick Lamar when he came here to Houston last year at March Madness, talking about what's up my nigga, I bet y'all was out there singing, if y'all in Houston, singing that damn song. Where you from? What's up, my nigga? I bet y'all were doing that motherfucking shit. Oh, but you want to use the word nigga now when you see the folks acting the stereotypical behavior of that. Y'all some dumb hypocrites. So when you ask for brothers to be thuggish, this what you get. When you have individualistic brothers like myself who live by their own way and don't buy into that bullshit, and we define who we are, we don't let anybody define you, or let you define us, excuse me, then y'all get butthurt, man, because it takes a control panel away from you. See, me being my own person and not buying the stereotypes and being unique, claiming my and being true about my who I really am, my multiracial background, it takes that power away from you. Because when you try to name something and use it for racist propaganda, that's why you love to use the one drop ideology, it takes that power away from you. See, them folks refer to themselves as black. They know their ass is not 100% black. But they said to make, because they trying to please your ass. I said, fuck, I ain't pleasing nobody but my motherfucking ass. And fuck those who don't like it. Because you ain't that damn special. But what happened was, when they emulate them racist stereotypes that you want them to do because it gives you entertainment for you, like a minstrel show, when it becomes real, that's when you cry about it. You act like the stupid Dr. Frankenstein when he made Dr. Jekyll Mr. Hyde and turned it against him. That's what you have created. But someone like me who don't live by your standards, you're scared at because you know it makes you look like a fool when you assume because you made an ass out your damn self. That's the whole reason why. So when you out there making assumptions and making racist stupid standards about statements about African American people loaded when I don't do that shit, you're making an ass a culo out your damn selves. I hope y'all realize that. Bye, bitches.